This training video provides an overview and the installation steps for the Pelco Sarix Value 2 bullet camera. This camera delivers high-quality protection with built-in IR and white light illumination. Built-in analytics enhance awareness, and flexible integration allows simple installation in a variety of environments. It also provides an effective, low-cost security solution that is ideal for healthcare, commercial, retail, education, and transportation environments. Important safety information is detailed in the camera installation guide and can be downloaded from the Pelco website. Before installation, consult the installation guide and the supplementary training videos. The supplementary videos overview important steps for analytic cameras, such as pre-configuration, configuring SD cards, resetting to factory default settings, and more. The supplementary videos can be found on our YouTube playlist or on the Motorola Solutions Learning Center. This training video overviews the steps for mounting the Sarix Value 2 bullet camera using the surface mount installation. Ensure the camera package is intact and there are no signs that the camera has been dropped or scratched. Confirm that the package contains the Pelco Sarix Value 2 bullet camera, a surface mounting template sticker, a star-shaped screwdriver, 4 screws with anchors, and a quick start guide. To complete the installation, ensure you have a Phillips screwdriver, a small slotted screwdriver, a drill with the appropriate drill bits, a wire cutter, and an RJ45 crimp tool. These tools are not included in the package. Pelco recommends following the mounting and aiming recommendations to optimize the camera's analytic performance. Mount the camera on a stable surface at least 2.74 meters above ground level. Refer to the installation guide or the mounting and aiming supplementary video for additional information. First, let's overview the camera. The camera has a configuration panel located here. Let's take a closer look at the configuration panel. Located here is a USB port. This can be used to connect external devices to the camera, such as a Wi-Fi adapter. The reset button is located here. This is used to restore the camera's settings to their factory default settings. Located here is the microSD card slot. This slot is designed for inserting a small memory card that provides local storage for video recordings. The following section will provide an overview of the steps to insert a microSD card into its slot. Pelco recommends inserting a microSD card before installing the camera. It is recommended that the SD card have a capacity of 8 GB or more and a write speed class of 10 or higher. Using a slower card may result in lost frames or incomplete recordings. To insert an SD card, position the card as shown. Gently push the SD card into its slot. The microSD card insertion is spring-loaded. Do not use excessive force, or the card in the camera may be damaged. Access the camera's web interface to enable the onboard storage feature. For additional information, consult the installation guide or the supplementary training video. The following segment overviews the steps to install the surface mount for this camera. The camera base offers 2 cable access options: a rear entry hole for internal cabling or a side entry hole. The following section outlines the steps for installing the camera base using the rear entry hole. This installation method is ideal for surfaces that can be easily drilled into and for when cables should remain out of sight. Use the surface mounting template to drill 4 holes into the mounting surface. Insert the supplied plastic anchors. Then cut or drill the cable entry hole into the mounting surface. The mounting template may now be discarded. Next, pull the required cables through the mounting surface and the rear cable entry hole. Note that the RJ45 cable must not be terminated at this stage. Pull the RJ45 Ethernet cable through the RJ45 connector cover shown here. Then, terminate the RJ45 cable. Plug the RJ45 cable into the network port. Once connected, slide the RJ45 connector cover forward and secure it over the connector to create a tight, weather-resistant seal. If the RJ45 connector provides power over Ethernet, the camera will turn on. If PoE is not available, use the red and black auxiliary wires to connect to a power source. To enable hitless power failover and prevent camera reboots when switching power sources, connect both the auxiliary and PoE power supplies simultaneously. This feature allows the camera to switch between PoE and aux power sources without interrupting camera operation or video recording. The red and black auxiliary wires must be connected to a 12-volt DC power supply to enable backup power. Next, push the cable back into the wall or ceiling, ensuring it is neatly tucked in. Then, press the camera base firmly against the surface to ensure a flat and secure fit. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten the 4 captive screws and secure the camera base to the surface. Next, let's review the steps for mounting the camera using a side conduit entry hole. This method is ideal for surfaces that are difficult to drill into or when cables should be routed externally. First, remove the side conduit entry plug from the camera base. Use the surface mounting template to drill 4 holes into the mounting surface. Then, insert the supplied plastic anchors. The mounting template may now be discarded. Next, pull the RJ45 Ethernet cable through the RJ45 connector cover. Then terminate the RJ45 cable. Plug the RJ45 cable into the network port. Then, push the RJ45 connector cover over the RJ45 connector. Next, press the camera base firmly against the wall so it rests securely. Finally, use a Phillips head screwdriver to tighten the 4 captive screws. This completes the steps to secure the bullet camera base to a ceiling or wall using the side conduit entry. Now let's review the steps to aim the camera. Reference the camera's live stream to aim the camera. Loosen the adjustment screws on the camera to adjust its position. The adjustment screw closest to the mounting surface moves the camera arm, while the adjustment screw on the camera body rotates the camera housing. To use the camera in portrait mode, rotate the camera body as shown. Once the desired position is set, tighten the corresponding adjustment screws on the mount arm. Adjust image and display settings in the camera's web interface or through a video management software application. If the device no longer functions as expected, it may be reset to its factory default settings. Resetting the camera does not affect video stored on the microSD card. To begin, ensure the camera is powered on. Next, unscrew the configuration panel cover located here. Use the firmware revert button located here to reset the device. Using a straightened paper clip or a similar tool, gently press and hold the firmware revert button for 3 seconds. Do not apply excessive force. Inserting the tool too far may damage the camera. For detailed reset instructions, refer to the supplementary video or installation guide. Once the camera has been reset, screw the configuration panel cover back into place. This completes the installation steps for the Pelco Sarix Value 2 bullet camera.